The day started with a calm and refreshing morning at the resort. The surroundings looked even more beautiful in the soft morning light. You could hear birds in the background and everything felt quiet and peaceful, just like it should be in a countryside.
Good morning. It's a new day, and as you can see, I am all dressed up because we are going to cover the famous 7 points of Dooars today. Right now it's 9:15, and I'm going for breakfast. From there, our car is going to pick us up, and we will cover all the famous 7 points of Dooars today. It's going to be a full day of trip, and the details of everything I'll obviously share with you as we go along the way. Keep watching. Bye.
It was a slow start, just taking in the greenery and fresh air all around. Mornings like this make you want to pause for a bit before heading out. After some time, we got ready to begin our day 2 exploration. We started our journey early, heading towards the famous 7 points of Dooars. We paused for a moment at this roadside viewpoint from where you can see the entire area that we were staying in.
We're staying maybe somewhere over here. That is the entire.
The roads were smooth and the weather was perfect for a day of travel. There's something about road trips in this region that feels very, very relaxed. No rush, just enjoying the drive and the changing view. As we moved ahead, the scenery kept getting better. As we continued the drive, we passed through the long stretches of tea gardens. On both sides of the road, there were endless rows of neatly trimmed tea bushes. The greenery seemed to go on forever, making the drive very, very scenic. These roads are smooth and easy, which makes the experience even better. On the way to our first point, we did stop at this tea garden because we couldn't resist ourselves. I mean, just look at the view. So far, our eyes could see there were just stretches of tea gardens all around. Obviously, I couldn't resist taking some pictures. I mean, just look at the road and this entire area. It's the kind of route where you don't mind slowing down. Honestly, this stretch was one of the highlights of the day. Since it was spring, we also got to see trees in full bloom along the way. Our first major stop was the Samsing View Point. From here, you get a wide view of the surrounding hills and valleys. The open landscape makes it a great spot to just stand and take it all in. The air felt very refreshing and the view stretched far into the distance. It was one of those places where you naturally slow down, a simple stop, but definitely worth it. Heading through the narrow roads of a village, we reached Rocky Island, which is quite a popular spot in this region. This is the view from a tea shop. Just look at it. The place is known for its large rocks and the flowing river around them. You can walk around, sit on the rocks, and just enjoy the sound of the water. It's a nice place to take a break and relax for a while. The setting feels very raw and natural, but with much crowd and noise. And I felt very adventurous doing this. The water was cold AF. I mean, my feet were numb. A simple spot and yet a very photogenic one, but very refreshing as well. We spotted a peacock on the way. The peacocks are plenty in this region. And the drive was so scenic. A different contrast to the otherwise green scenery around. Had to take a pause at this point because it was so scenic. Just look at the contrast. And it's so peaceful. It was just us, no one in the vicinity around. Endless stretches of tea gardens as far as you can see. That's the beauty of North Bengal. On the way, we stopped here. This is also a viewpoint which is called Kuiri Bash. And from here, you can actually see the hills from Bhutan. That hill over there is under Bhutan area. So we are approaching the last spot of the day, which is Bindu. Then we stopped at the Jaldhaka River Viewpoint. It is also known as Titanic Viewpoint, but I don't know where the Titanic part comes from. So the river flows through the valley and it creates a very scenic view from the above. The water combined with the surrounding greenery makes the place look very peaceful. It's a good spot to just pause and take a break from your road trip and enjoy the natural beauty and obviously click some pictures. The last spot in our journey is Bindu. It is located very close to the India-Bhutan border and they have made this mini Indo-Bhutan yard in the last village of India. So here we can see a slice of Bhutan in India itself. Bindu is the last village of India along the Bhutan border. The views here are wide and open all along. This place has a quite offbeat vibe compared to the more crowded tourist spot. I mean, the crowds were comparatively lesser here than we had at Rocky Island for the day. You can walk around, take in the views, and just enjoy the peaceful sitting. I sat here for such a long time. It's so peaceful. You just pause for the day, forget about everything, and just enjoy the scenery. The river sound makes it so worth it. And that mountain range that falls under Bhutan. Bindu is known for its dam and the scenic surroundings. You can also shop for souvenirs from here. There are roadside shops along the way.
এটা চকলেট এই চারটে এটা চকলেট
I got some fridge magnets and some chocolates. The chocolates they claim is from Bhutan, but it's not actually. It's an Indian manufacturer. Don't get fooled by the way. But they are delicious. I mean, chocolate is a chocolate. After covering all the points, we started our journey back to the hotel. The return drive felt relaxed with familiar roads and views along the way. Even though we had seen these places already, they still felt enjoyable. I mean, as for me, I enjoy the drive more than the spot. It's always the same for me. I love driving through the mountainous roads, the scenic roads, before reaching a spot, because if I reach the spot, then that's the end. But the journey is so lovely. That's my opinion. Anyway, it was a good time to just sit back and enjoy the drive, but obviously I had to capture these shots. A long but satisfying day was coming to an end. Back at the resort, the evening had a completely different feel. This was our last night at the resort. Tomorrow we are heading back. They arranged a candlelight dinner for us because it was our last day at the resort. So thoughtful and so enjoyable. Day 2 ended on a very calm and content note. Stay tuned for the return journey where we'll be covering some offbeat North Bengal places on the way. Till then, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.